Some of the most difficult stains to remove in the contract setting, whether it's in a hotel or hospitality or restaurant, are ink and marker stains. And what we're going to show you today is how to remove these stains safely, not affect the fabric in any way. Whether the fabric is a treated fabric or whether it is one today that's untreated, the process is the same, and the speed and ease of cleaning changes with the amount of stain protection that's already put on the fabric. Crypton's cleaners are designed to remove these types of stains easily and quickly, and yet not hurt or damage the surface of the fabric. Crypton's purple upholstery stain remover is engineered to remove ink stains, grease marks. It's engineered to remove dyes. It's engineered to remove anything that might contain stains, dyes, paints, and those sorts of problems on fabric. The first thing that we need to do to remember is that we're trying to remove the stain that's been left on the fabric, and we're going to apply the spot remover to those stains, and without rubbing or brushing, the very first thing that we'd like to do is blot. We'd like to give the stain a place to go. And since wet always goes to dry, if we apply the cleaner to the stain and let it begin to break down the stain, and then apply a cloth to it, we can transfer that stain into the white washcloth. We always recommend using white because we can see how the stain is progressing and if it in fact is leaving the fabric. Once you have gotten as much of the stain out as you're going to get by blotting, when that no longer works, you're going to want to take an upholstery brush, and this brush has been designed for upholstery. It has very soft bassine fibers that won't ever scratch or pill the fabric in any way. We can then brush the fabric to work the cleaner into the ink stain. And once we've seen that the stain is completely removed, we can reapply the blotting cloth on the new side, and we can draw the balance of the stain into the cloth. So the procedure for cleaning an ink, marker, crayon stain is to first apply the product, then blot the area. Once that process has discontinued working, in other words, when you apply the cloth and don't get any transfer onto your cloth, it's time to spray and brush the spot. After that, simply apply the cloth and blot, and your stain should be gone. Not all stains that are created by markers and ink happen on stain-treated fabrics. In this case, we have just a normal cotton washcloth. We want to demonstrate to you how the product works on an untreated fabric. Imagine this were a cotton couch, and we were to get some sort of a marker stain on it. What we're looking for in stain removal is the transfer of that stain. So what we would do would be the same process. I'm going to spray the spot. You'll see that it's beginning to break down that stain. And if I were to come into the couch or the upholstery with another cloth to blot, again, what we want to see is transfer. We want to know that that spot or stain is going into the new location. And that's exactly what we have. And if we were to repeat that process of spraying and blotting, we would continue until we're not getting any more stain come out of the fabric. The reason that we don't brush this at this time is that we don't want to take the stain, which is in these fibers here, and transfer it into fibers that have never seen that stain yet. So as long as we're able to move the stain into a blotting cloth, then we're making progress at getting that stain out of the fabric. So what you want to do is continue this process until we can no longer see anything transferring. And this may take 5 or 6 applications, but eventually we'll be able to get this spot out of an untreated piece of fabric without leaving any residue.